Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. August the 11th, Thursday. And these are the charts of the day. Good day on Wall Street today, no question. Just when it looked like they could get them to come down, they gapped up. Markets extended. I think there's a lot of vulnerability out there, but the markets keep climbing a wall of worry, or should I say just continued momentum. And let's take a look at some of the winners from today. Stocks that broke out or look good. ACIA, boy, from the Brexit low of 32.92, this stock is ripped. Today, the guy's high, a new all-time high at 73.50, and then came down at 67.70, looking like a reversal day, and volume picked up. That would have had me worried, but today, after hours, it exploded, and you can see the stock rip 15 points before backing off a little bit. Nevertheless, a blow-off type high, in my opinion, having gone from 32 and change to mid-80s, I would have to say be very careful with this one going forward. The stock could have a reversal day up near the upper end of the channel. Just want to keep you posted on that. AOSL. Well, this semiconductor stock, which has been in my top 25 all year, you can see why, exploded on earnings today, jumping 415 at 28%. It traded at 1.3 million, never seen that before in stock. Huge. And it may also be a blow off, but there's a little bit of upside potential near 21. 3.65 days to cover on that. AXGN with 5.3, 2 days to cover. Had a nice explosive day. If you look at it last week with the breakaway gap and the big pop, it then pulled back for 4 days, a nice pullback, low volume, falling wedge. But it held support, and it popped. Today jumping 69 cents or 8.35%. It looks to me like it wants to extend into the 10 and 12 zones. Kimuras, this inverse head and shoulder, and this hold of the moving averages here resulted in this spike breakout. Now, the stock's been up for 7 days in a row. It broke through the prior highs from May. Looks like it's headed up towards the post-IPO highs and the lateral, which is lateral resistance, and the top of the channel. Now, that target is 15, 16 zone, so we have some room to run on this one. CLTV with an explosive move the last 2 days. It just absolutely ripped it. Coming out of this little wedge in here. You can see how the stock just took off. And in 2 days, literally went from 24 to 31. So it's extended. It looks quite good, though, from the standpoint of the overall structure, but it's already moved from 17 to 31. I would look for some setup consolidation similar to this, maybe over the next week or so. But this could very well extend with momentum into the mid-30s. Callon Petroleum, a swing trade of ours, is doing very well. It's been up 7 or 8 days in a row. Not getting ahead of itself, but it did take out the double top a couple days ago, and it continues. My targets are 15, 17 plus with 6.2 days to cover on that one. How about that CWEI? 6 to 55 since the March low. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a big 5 waves up. I think there's momentum in this to get it even higher, but you got to be careful. Anywhere between here and 70, and that could be as much as 5, 10, or 15 points, this stock could get a spike up and a blow off. There's almost 6 days to cover on that one. Etsy looking pretty good after the downtrend. In the base, it broke out with a big thrust on volume a week ago, and then it settled in for a consolidation kind of wedge. Today it broke out of it, with volume picking up a little bit. 2.1 million shares up 5%, with 4.66 days to cover. This may extend, and I wouldn't be surprised to see 16 short term. EXAS, wow, what a winner. This popped and pulled back. We put a swing on it. It's been up ever since. Gone from 8.95 to 21 today. And with any extension, I think that 22.5 target should be met maybe even tomorrow. The intermediate target is upwards of 30. But it's extended, folks. Be careful with this one. There's 5.3 days to cover, as I said. HWEI, another example of a stock that just exploded out of its base with a breakaway gap. It did pause for 3 or 4 days to form a little wedge. But since then, it's gone from 16 to 22.5 very quickly, and it's extended, nearly doubling just in the last 3 weeks. So watch for a consolidation. But if there's any momentum follow through and it gets to 23 here, this thing could run to 27 or better. LEDS with that explosive move in July, taking it from $1.75 all the way up to 11 was a phenomenal move. But then the pullback here in a falling wedge on low volume set it up for the move that happened today. Now we need to get it up through this double top near 8.5, 3/4. We do that, we're looking at 11 and 14 potential. NVDA has been awesome. This run up from the mid-20s to the $60 range, incredible. We gave a swing on it here It's run up steadily for 12 points. Today it hit 59.95, but after hours, another earnings play, spiking up to 63 and change before backing off. Looking damn strong, but it's now at the upper end of the range and at my target. Spark Therapeutics, that's ONCE, broke out of a rising wedge today, and it's tested the spike from beginning of October at 66. Today's high was 64.90. So there's resistance up here, but I'm looking at a stock that maybe gets to the mid-70s. 7.65 days to cover on that one. And how about REN? Boy, what a move here. What a beautiful flag, and then another explosive move here. It did reach my target today near the 14 range, reaching 14.14. The next target would have to be upwards of 20, 22, 22 and a half, but I'm not so sure how much more momentum this has before it pulls another one of these. If this is wave 1, 2, and this is 3, we could see wave 4 before 5 sets in. Silver Standard, one of the few precious metal stocks I'm showing you today because of the terrific report and the breakout of the wedge. It held support, it held its trend line, it held its 50-day moving average, and it's popped out again. Target, 19. And lastly is Twilio, which really been doing great since its IPO, moving from under 24 to over 48, more than doubling. In a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave is well underway. After hours today, got up to 49 and change. I wouldn't be shocked to see this one make it into the low 50s before it's done with this 5-wave move. And that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening, all.